Imagine eating food stored 3 years. No freezer, no refrigerator, no electricity. Still perfectly safe and delicious. The Amish do this every day. Welcome to Amish Wisdom. Americans spend $1,500 yearly on refrigeration, then lose hundreds in food when power goes out. Amish spend zero on refrigeration, never lose food to outages. They use 10 preservation methods without electricity. Today I'm showing all 10 methods the industry buried because they threaten $200 billion refrigeration market. Subscribe for more forgotten Amish knowledge. Method 1. Salt curing meat. Amish cure pork, beef, fish with salt. Deep salt curing preserves meat for years. Salt draws moisture out through osmosis. Bacteria need moisture to grow. No moisture means no growth. Meat becomes shelf-stable at room temperature. Amish pack meat completely in coarse salt. Store in cool, dry cellars. Salt penetrates deep over weeks. After curing, rinse excess salt. Meat stays preserved 2 to 5 years. One salt-cured ham feeds a family for months. Salt cost $3. Running freezer 5 years, $7.50. Method 2. Smoking and dehydration. Amish build traditional smokehouses for preservation. Smoking does 3 things. Heat dehydrates meat, removing moisture. Smoke contains antimicrobial compounds, killing bacteria. Smoke creates protective coating against contamination. Properly smoked meat lasts 3 to 5 years. Stored in cloth bags in cool spaces, one smokehouse costs $200. Preserves meat for generations. Method 3. Root cellaring. Amish store potatoes, carrots, beets, turnips, cabbage 8 to 12 months. No refrigeration. Underground root cellars maintain 32 to 40 degrees year-round through thermal mass of earth. Vegetables stay dormant but alive. Key is ventilation and humidity control. Root cellar costs $300 to $500 once. Then preserves food forever without electricity. When power goes out, refrigerators die. Root cellars keep working. Method 4. Fermentation. Sauerkraut, pickles, kimchi, fermented vegetables. Amish ferment in large crocks. Lactic acid creates acidic environment. Acidity prevents spoilage bacteria. Properly fermented vegetables last 2 to 3 years, stored in sealed crocks. They become more nutritious through fermentation. Cost salt and time. $5 salt preserves 50 pounds vegetables. Method 5. Pressure canning. Amish can everything. Meat, vegetables, fruits, soups, stews. Pressure canning reaches 240 degrees. Kills all bacteria, including botulism. Creates vacuum seal. Food lasts 5 to 10 years on shelves. One pressure canner costs $150. Preserves thousands of pounds over lifetime. No electricity after canning. Method 6. Rendered lard. Amish render animal fat into pure lard. Stores at room temperature for years. Pure fat contains no moisture, no protein, nothing for bacteria to feed on. Chemically stable. Method 8. Dried foods. Amish dry everything. Meat becomes jerky lasting years. Fruits become dried apples, peaches, pears. Vegetables become dried beans, corn, peppers lasting decades. Drying removes moisture below 10%. Bacteria can't grow below 15%. Simple physics makes food last forever. Amish dry in sun, warm attics, drying sheds, zero electricity. Dried foods rehydrate when cooked. 1 bushel apples becomes 10 pounds dried. Feeds family all winter. Method 9. Vinegar pickling. Amish pickle vegetables in straight vinegar. Not the weak vinegar water mix most people use. Straight 5% acidity or higher. This creates environment no bacteria survives. Properly pickled vegetables last 3 to 5 years, stored in sealed jars. No refrigeration needed before or after opening. The acidity is strong enough for room temperature. 1 gallon vinegar costs $4. Pickles 50 pounds vegetables. Those vegetables stay good for years. Method 10. Confit preservation. Amish cook meat slowly in its own fat, then store it completely submerged in that fat. Fat creates airtight seal. No oxygen reaches meat. No bacteria can grow. Duck confit, pork confit, chicken confit. all last 1 to 2 years at room temperature, sealed in crocks or jars under fat layer. When ready to eat, scrape off fat, reheat meat, still perfectly preserved. This method uses every part of the animal. Fat that would be waste becomes preservation medium. Cost, zero beyond the animal itself. Why the industry buried this knowledge? Every method I showed you threatens modern food industry. Salt curing eliminates need for refrigerated meat departments. Smoking removes need for frozen storage. Root cellaring ends dependency on refrigerated produce. Fermentation replaces refrigerated pickles. Canning eliminates frozen food sales. Lard preservation ends vegetable oil sales. Honey replaces processed sugar. Drying removes need for frozen fruits and vegetables. Vinegar pickling threatens refrigerated pickle companies. Confit preservation eliminates frozen meat sales. The food industry makes money from dependency. You depend on their refrigeration, their freezers, their supply chain, their stores, their electricity. When power goes out, their entire system fails. Your food spoils. You buy more. They profit from your loss. The Amish system has zero dependency. Power can be out for months. Doesn't matter. Their food stays preserved. The economic reality is brutal for food industry. Average American spends $2,000 yearly on electricity for food storage, plus $1,000 for the freezer and refrigerator over lifespan. $3,000 total over 10 years. Amish spend maybe $500 once for preservation infrastructure, root cellar, smokehouse, canning equipment, then zero ongoing costs. 10-year savings, $2,500. Multiply that across millions of households. That's billions in lost revenue for appliance and electric companies. But it's bigger than money. These methods provide complete food security. Grid goes down, you're fine.